Hello, hello. Sorry I'm late.
Yeah.
We can start if you want. Y'all want?
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yes. I don't know.
Sounds like we're ready. But, if you need a moment or whatever, that's fine.
No, it's just my mic wasn't really picking me up. Now it is.
So I'm muted right now, but this is what's called Monster of the Week. It's like a weekly tabletop RPG that we do, and I roleplay.
Is David's mic working? I saw him typing earlier.
Hello,
My
hello.
character is Jeremy
Okay, great.
Jones.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Perfect. I'm just gonna turn up my volume. Okay.
Sort of like a tabletop RPG, if you're wondering.
Me. Bring you all to Ty's apartment. So not all of you are here, but this is kind of
Seems cool. Well,
where the starting scene would be.
there's kind of a bit to explain, but it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's more
Okay.
set in modern
Get a peek into
times. Like it applies the same
where
kind of
Ty
rolling
lives.
mechanic and stats.
Nice.
Okay.
It's more of like a kind of a paranormal investigation
it's-
mystery type game.
Is that a skunk?
Our dungeon master, aka the keeper, as you can see in the
first.
bottom left,
There's
is the
zebra.
one who devises the scenarios
Some
for,
kind of pelt. I
for
don't
the
know.
week.
I don't think it's a skunk.
Kind of like the dungeon master. I think I mentioned that already.
It's like maybe like a cow on the rug.
And our characters all have different strengths and weaknesses.
I actually like the setup.
I did get your permission first before I officially made it your apartment.
I know, but I like it every time I see it.
I'm glad. I did put some effort into thinking about what your apartment might look like, so. Okay. Okay, so it's Monday morning. I guess how early would Ty typically wake up?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Are you like a newspaper person or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Mm.
So let's say it's like 10 a.m. and you are awakened to a phone call.
Okay.
Do you answer?
Not the first time.
Okay, so they call twice.
All right. Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Ty?
It is.
Hi, this is Liam Bates. I'm calling about I'm calling about the order you placed.
Go on.
I regretfully need to inform you that your order's been stolen.
And how did that happen?
So that's kind of a mystery to me as well. I came in to the shop this morning and I was checking on all of my guests, and your piece wasn't there. I reviewed my security tapes, but I it doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make any sense?
It's your piece is gone. Your order is missing.
I kind of needed that, and it's time sensitive. Do you have another one?
Not to your specifications.
Mm. Okay.
I mean, you could come down and see if there'd be.
Oh, I'll be there.
Okay. We're open today until 7 p.m.
Okay. Give me 30 minutes. I'll be there.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Well.
Okay. So, do you go by yourself?
I'm gonna drag the doctor with me.
Okay.
So I guess I'll give him a call.
Same routine, by the way. I pick up after the second one.
Okay.
And, I wait for you to talk first.
Doctor, what are you doing?
I'm reading.
Okay. I need you to come with me to a store real quick.
What sort of store?
Don't worry about that. You'll find out when you get there.
I'm quite busy. You call back later.
You owe me. You need to go.
Fine. I'll get my things. Do you have a taxi?
The Uber's outside.
Ooh.
Wait, there's no Uber.
Yeah, there's no Uber. This is the early 1990s.
Yes, I'm in the cab outside right now. Hurry up.
One moment. And I hang up and I get my raincoat. And I don't know. Something tells me to bring my sword along, so I bring the sword.
Okay, so you have your raincoat and sword.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. So, so Buffalo has a decent bus system. If you'd rather have been a bus people, just putting that out there. You could have taken a cab. I don't care. But
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So Ty drags you to this place.
The doll store. Oh, Doll's Hospital. Teddy Bear Clinic. What's the meaning of this? I have no desire for such things.
It's not about what you desire. It's about what I desire. And we're about to play good cop, bad cop in this store.
Is it of supernatural origin this thing you seek?
What I need is an ingredient. So this is very important to me.
Fine. Let's see what they have.
Oh no, they had it and it got stolen. We're gonna find out why.
So,
okay.
Okay. So one thing you would have noticed before entering the building is that there's kind of a police sectioning off area nearby, but not directly in front. It looks like it's been placed there.
Okay.
Fairly recently, but not like in the immediate past, if that makes sense.
Are there any like police officers still around?
No, just
Wonder what happened over there.
No idea, but let's.
Should we go investigate it, or should we keep moving?
I don't see why we should. Leave it to the police.
Can do. Just so you know, you're the good cop.
I'm the good cop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This isn't going to go very well. But
it will. We're going to get results.
All right.
Okay. So inside the store, there's a bunch of dolls. It's a doll shop. So there are pretty much dolls everywhere. There's a counter where a nervous-looking, middle-aged man, really thick glasses, is just kind of standing, surveying the area, and he welcomes you. You recognize him as Liam Bates, the person that you've placed your order with.
Hi, Liam.
Yeah, so he looks up and he says, "Oh, Miss Ty," and he kind of looks at his watch, like, "Oh, nice. Thank you for coming in. Come in." And then he's trying gesturing you like closer to him.
Where's my stuff?
Like I said on the phone earlier, it's missing. I was stolen, I guess.
So all these valuable dolls and items around here, and they specifically stole my item.
Yes. Let me show you where I come with me. So he brings you into like a different part of the building, sort of like back. It looks when you're in there, it looks more like a workshop, right? So this is obviously where he makes the custom pieces.
Okay.
Or
so he's a doll maker.
Yeah, or does the fixing, because the name of his store is Hospital. So he brings you in there and says, "See, this is where there's like a larger area. It's kind of like each doll kind of has its own like kind of cubby." And he says, "This is where your piece was stored, and when I came in this morning to check on the guests, it was gone."
Are there locks on these cubbies?
No.
Liam?
Yes?
Aren't there any locks on these cubbies?
Well, I've never had anything stolen out of the workshop before. It's I lock up the store, obviously, but the most of what's back here isn't valuable.
I look around for like CCTV cameras.
There's throughout the store there were CCTV.
None back here though.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. You've reported this to the police already. Talking to Liam.
Yes.
May I see the security tapes?
Yeah. Yeah. Follow. It doesn't. I've watched. It doesn't make any. He's like leading you away, towards more of a back office type place.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like mumbling to himself about like, yeah.
And not making sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
I happen to be an expert at things that make no sense to others. So let's see it.
He just kind of looks up at you and like gives you a curious look, and then kind of.
I'm carrying a sword.
He says, Liam.
Okay, so he, I think he just notices your sword for the first time, which is like, what? And then it's like, and then shakes his head and just keeps walking. Okay, so when he gets to that back room where it's more of an office, is a area for you to look at the CCTV stuff, and he pulls it up from over the weekend, and so this is it here, and so late Friday night. So the timestamp is from late Friday night, midnight-ish, that area. And from what you can see, it just looks like there was a life-sized doll. And it just gets up on its own and walks away.
Is that what we see on the camera happen?
Yeah, so what you see on the camera is that the area where the doll is, you don't see anyone enter. There's no people or anything. It just looks like the doll just kind of like rises a little bit more and then slowly starts to walk out of the room.
Is that Ty's doll, or is it just a different doll?
My doll. Okay.
What did the authorities say when you showed them this?
They didn't. I just gave them a copy of from when I left here till when I got in. So I just gave them the whole weekend, and I looked at it after they left, and then I called Miss Ty this morning.
Did you follow my instructions when I asked you to put this doll together for me?
Yes, I did. It was very nearly complete. I didn't have much more work.
What did you have left to do on the doll?
Mostly cosmetics.
Okay. Is there an exit out of this back area?
Not from the workshop, no. Really, there's only there's like a further area that's for loading materials.
Mm.
There's a door out there, and there's a door, the front door.
Are there cameras at both locations?
Yes.
Can we see that footage?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yes. He pulls up the front door footage for over the weekend, like 8x speed, whatever. There's nothing going on. Yeah. No, there would be. There's an altercation. You just in the distance where that police sectioning off was between a police person and so like two police officers are chasing a person. Is that how it went? And so they in that sort of general direction, they're running off. You can see that happening, and then he pulls up the back camera feed, and the timestamp is very close to, but not exactly the same as that police chase sequence.
Mhm.
The doll is walking out the back door.
Do you have a telephone?
Yes.
I shall like to use it if that's okay.
Sure. He points to like a phone, on the wall.
I will call Jeremy and Richard and tell them we have a live one. A doll moving on its own, and that they should meet us here at the store. And then I guess Ty, you're still with
Liam.
Liam. When you eventually find me, I'll be eating a Cinnabon in the mall nearby, sitting on a bench.
Okay.
Well, this is it's its own store, but
it's not a mall. Okay, I thought we were in a mall or something.
There's a bakery next door.
But there's a bakery next door for you to get a Cinnabon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and get some food and sit and wait.
Liam, I'm gonna want my money back.
He looks affronted at first, and then he's like processing it. And he just kind of sighs.
Hey, what you owe?
Hey. This is a terrible week for me, I have to say. And he just goes over to his kind of files
Mm-hmm.
and pulls out your order. Let's see. So he's just kind of going over that with you. So I imagine you didn't pay everything up front. You probably put down a deposit for half.
Oh.
So
half now, half when
Well, seeing how it's stolen, let's call it a wash.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not paying the rest of this.
Oh, okay. Do you still want your money back?
No, I'll leave it.
Okay.
Because I ain't pay the whole thing.
All right. So he's just he's going through his records. He's like, it's like, did you hear? Like, oh my goodness, there was someone like shot down the street.
Tell me more.
It's like a police thing. It was like a shootout or something. They thought they caught. They pretty sure they caught like a murderer or something, and then that's why there's like police tape down the street. Did you see it when you came in?
I did.
Yeah, so I did too.
Go on.
Yep, so I had the police down around here, this weekend.
Do you know who the victim was?
So what? It's like in all the papers. I don't know.
Do you happen to have a copy of the paper?
Probably. He starts shuffling around in his office. Yeah, so he gives you like a paper. It has a coffee mug ring on it.
Hmm?
Like a coffee stain, like where his mug was clearly. And he hands that over to you.
Thank you. I'll be taking this with me.
Okay. Yeah, so the police, I mean, I haven't heard back or anything. I just told them what happened, so.
I'll have to talk this over with the doctor. All right, I'm out of here. And you should work on better security.
Okay, you saw the tapes.
I did. But do you think my doll would have walked out of here if there were locks on that cubby?
How does a doll walk out of anywhere? What stops a walking doll?
You're asking too many questions and not the right ones. I'm out of here.
This is like an everyday occurrence for Ty. It's like, of course you put locks on your doll cubbies. What are you, an amateur?
Okay. So, you're just leaving? Do you want anything else out of Liam?
Trying to think.
Or how does that conversation go with let's circle it to Jeremy and Richard when you get that phone call from Dr. Lewis.
Basically, I'd probably call Richard up first. And I'd just kind of explain what's going on and that he should meet us at the doll store. Actually, next door at the bakery.
Missing person at the dollhouse, huh? One of your sweet
things,
Walt?
Not quite.
Hey, which one is it? The silver kitten up on the north side?
The doll's hospital and teddy bear clinic.
Alright, well, I'll meet you there.
Do you want a bagel?
Onion with extra cream cheese.
Disgusting. I called Jeremy. Pretty much exact same conversation. Moving doll, teddy bear, or the doll hospital and teddy bear clinic, and bakery. What kind of bagel do you want?
Well, this is a first. I'm interested to know what could possibly happen at a doll hospital. As for the bagel, no. My appetite is gone thanks to Lily. But I'll be there in 5-10 minutes.
Okay. And basically waiting for Ty to come over, and when she does, I'll have a bagel with cream cheese waiting.
No
Some
cream
coffee.
cheese.
Okay. It's there. It's waiting next to it. You can put it on if you want. But I got blueberries for me.
Disgusting.
Oh,
Blueberries.
all right. Well, I storm out of the doll house. I mean, the doll hospital, and head towards the doctor and the bakery.
As Ty exits the store, a van pulls up on the curb.
Oh, sweet ride.
Ty, what? Hi.
Hey.
You're walking out of the store, and I don't see Dr. Lewis or Richard with you. Is everything...
The doctor is at the bakery. I just had to handle something in the store.
All right. Well, let's talk about it. Where are we headed?
To the bakery.
To the bakery next door.
Mm-hmm. I also have some other information that might be connected, so it's better if we all talk together.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna assume you prefer to walk. We can take the carriage if you want.
We can walk. It's decent out.
All right. Let me just lock up. Off we go.
I assume it's not raining, by the way.
Or it's cleared up.
Oh, or it's cleared up, yeah. Which is a keeper?
Let's see. October time in Buffalo. It's probably, overcast or cleared up. Not currently raining.
Okay. I'm still wearing a raincoat. But anyway, when you get there, Jeremy, I hand you a banana nut muffin.
Thanks, Doctor. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Jeremy awkwardly holds it in one hand. Looks for the nearest trash can, but doesn't do anything.
I've got like crumbs all over me now at this point.
Doctor, clean yourself up.
Oh, yes. I'm just kind of pat it off, waiting for Mr. Richards. Or Mr. Burroughs, I mean.
I'm here scarfing down on my bagel.
Oh, okay.
Awfully good mood today, Walt. Buying us lunch.
Yes, I won a poker game last night. So I have some spending money.
That's pretty lucky.
The sociology department can't handle my skills.
All right, you guys, let's talk about this. My doll is apparently going out for a stroll. I am too upset to eat this bagel. And I think this might be connected to the police tape incident that also happened nearby. And then I slammed the newspaper down on the table.
What's this newspaper?
This is talking about the incident that happened and about the victim.
I was told a doll walked out of a store.
Well, there's more to the story.
It appears it happened at the exact same time, or
Mhm.
very near each other.
Yeah.
The murderer was shot, and the doll began to move and leave the store.
Hmm.
I've
We
been
have
meaning
a-
to ask you, Ty, what sort of doll were you having Liam work on?
Special doll, and I'd rather not say.
How would we identify it?
It looks like Jeremy, doesn't it?
It looks like a
it's, it's a little Jeremy doll.
no. It does not.
He
The bald, naked doll.
A bald, naked doll.
Yes.
So you would have noticed that every one of Liam's guests in his workshop has some sort of rudimentary clothing. Like no one is naked in his workshop.
Really? Oh, how disappointing. What can I say it's wearing? And a RuPaul t-shirt.
A RuPaul T-shirt.
Yes. RuPaul was famous back then.
Would you have requested that your doll have that shirt on?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Well, that should make it
Anything
easy to
else?
spot.
It's still bald. I want that doll bald. Okay?
If he wasn't, yeah, that's what he meant by cosmetics. Like he hadn't gotten to like the hair or really the facial features.
Yeah. Blank face. No shoes. What else can I say? And it has I asked him to put a sigil on its stomach.
You asked him to do that, or
Yeah, he can carve it. I drew it out for him.
okay?
I hope you're talking about some Care Bear kind of stuff here.
Do you share that with the team, or is that for me?
That's for you.
Okay. So you're looking for a bald African American woman doll with a RuPaul T-shirt on.
That's right. She's a supermodel.
How tall?
5'7".
Wow, life size?
Yes.
Alright.
I feel judged.
Let's show them the tapes.
Did you get a copy of the tapes?
No.
We can go back over to the dollhouse, the doll hospital. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's right next door.
I need to request a copy. Lily's gonna be all over me for this.
You want me to talk to this Lily?
I'd rather you not, Ty. Thank you for the concern, though.
We could place a hex on her if you'd like.
We sure could. A nice little freezer spell.
I've seen your rolls, Ty. They've been known to backfire. Well,
Next time I roll, I'll make sure to burn you.
I'll go back to the dollhouse and have a chat with. Who did you say his name was? Liam.
His name is Liam, and he's terrible at keeping track of things.
Yes, he's a skittish man, Mr. Bates.
Okay. Did that pop up for everyone?
Yeah.
So that's the gist of what the newspaper said.
Hmm.
So, person killed in the street was Stan Holloway. He was pursued by officers Morales and Thompson, and then later, or a few days later, Officer Morales was found dead in his apartment. All right. So you go back to talk with Liam?
Jeremy does.
I am, yes.
Just Jeremy?
No, I'm attending, but I'm just kind of looking around this time when we go in for secondary details, like clues maybe that might give us more information to what happened here.
I'm standing on the outside looking through the glass, staring angrily at Liam.
What's Richard doing?
I'll review the tapes with everyone else.
Okay, so when you walk in and Liam just kind of says, "Welcome. How can I help you?" So are you, Dr. Lewis? Are you kind of with them,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm presenting. These gentlemen here will review your tapes and get to the bottom of this.
okay.
They're detectives, professionals.
Oh, are you with the police?
Yes, sort of. Don't ask too many questions.
Okay. Oh, I gave my tapes to the police this morning.
Well, they're the FBI, so they need the tapes as well.
Uh,
I just lie completely.
Is that a manipulate someone? I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to believe me, I guess. Maybe.
I do have
I'll leave that up to
recognized
you.
authority.
Oh, yeah, you have that thing. You look like a suit, so I just kind of
Yes.
I pass the reins off to you before I say the FBI thing.
Liam
Okay.
They're
Bates.
professionals.
Okay. Yeah. So you wanna watch the security tapes?
Presuming you still have them, even though you said you gave them away. Yes, Liam.
No, I gave them a copy.
Give them a copy. I would love to
Yes.
review them. Liam, by the way, are you hungry? I have a muffin.
Oh, thank you. He takes it
Oh,
and
yes.
kind of looks around.
Here, just you can enjoy it later. Feel free to set it on the counter. I'd like to review the tapes, if you don't mind, or at least have a copy.
Sure. He takes you to the back office area and he sets his muffin down, and then takes you to the two of you, him, Jeremy, and Richard.
Yeah, I'm just kind of browsing his store now.
So he takes Jeremy and Richard, shows you the tapes. So you see a doll just kind of get up and walk away, and then you see from the front entrance. A little after midnight, there's police chasing a person, and then a little after that sort of sequence in the back. So it'd be, I don't know, 5-10 minutes after, 5-ish minutes after the police running by, there's a doll leaving the back entrance. So it's a bald African American woman with a RuPaul t-shirt.
No facial
So proud of
features.
her.
Face.
Well, it's not that it's just, it hasn't, like, there's
Oh,
features,
okay.
but it's not, like, painted on yet.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like RuPaul out of drag, I guess.
Yes.
She hasn't been painted up yet. She doesn't have her glow up.
She's a star in the making. Just you wait.
So that's what you see.
I guess I go talk to Ty. I say, what sort of symbol did you incorporate into this doll? Don't worry, I won't tell the others.
She didn't say that part. Oh,
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
But I can
thought-
I can tell him privately.
I missed that. Then,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
She was telling me, the keeper.
Oh,
about that.
okay. I thought she was telling us as a group. Sorry.
Nope. But I can tell you.
Okay.
So, Doctor, a piece I forgot I didn't disclose with the rest of the group is that I placed a sigil on the belly of the doll.
What sort of sigil?
I'd rather not say because I'm still tweaking it for a spell that I'm working on, but it's something that I think will help us in the long run
Let me see.
against our former cult.
Yes, best not tell Jeremy or Richard of that. Let's just keep that between us.
Yes. And I show him a picture of what the symbol looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So does Richard or Jeremy have questions for Liam further or anything?
Yeah, definitely. So, Liam, this is no doubt the doll that Ty commissioned. Yes, the one that's walking out.
Yes. Yeah.
I have many questions. How often do dolls get up and walk out of your store, Liam?
This is the first and hopefully only time that a doll has walked on its own out of my store.
I understand. How much of the doll is provided to you when you have a customer order? Do you source all the materials yourself, or do they provide something beyond a sketch, for example?
Oh, I guess that depends on the order. Some people have special materials that are dear to them and they want it turned into, a piece, and I incorporate those things into the work. If not, most of the time I have a supplier that gets me the pieces I need. Other than that, though, it really depends. Most of the time, a custom piece is typically a sketch, or if they want it based on a likeness of a specific person, then they have that picture. Or it really depends. I can work pretty well with whatever instructions that people have. So, are you looking to commission a piece?
Not if it's going to walk out of store, Liam. But I would like to focus on Ty's commission specifically. As you can tell, And as you probably know, it's not normal for dolls to get up and walk on their own.
No.
So I need to know, and so does my employer, where the materials came from for this doll.
Oh, the materials for this one was through my normal supplier.
Normal supplier?
Yes, the here he starts to rummage through his office, and he just pulls out like different sort of doll making suppliers, like different parts, so like a ceramics or wood or like hair, those kinds of things.
Got it. So I see, and then excuse me, I'm not a doll maker, but clearly there are different sources for each of these doll components. I don't want to spend too much time going through them, but I want to focus, Liam, on what is different about this doll versus your others.
Miss Ty's doll?
Miss Ty's doll.
Well, it was a very intricate piece. She wanted it to be very lifelike, articulated joints, that sort of thing. It's not too uncommon. I suppose the size is also another factor, and typically people don't want. Well, not all the time. I've had a few life-size custom pieces before, but not all the time. And she liked, some patterns and things.
Patterns like fabric patterns?
Well, I
Can we take a look at that purchase order, Liam?
I-
The custom
well,
for this.
I'm not comfortable releasing a customer's information.
Do you need Ty in here to authorize that?
I would be more comfortable if she were, yes.
Jeremy hastily tucks his notepad in his shirt pocket and about faces to go grab Ty. Ty?
Yeah.
Ty, we need to release your purchase order for this doll. But Mr. Bates won't allow me to unless you're there. So, will you accompany me?
I will. Just keep me calm. I might want to throw him across the room.
Alright. Well, just avoid eye contact, I suppose. It'll all be over soon.
Okay.
So, Jeremy locks arms, elbows with Ty and walks into the back.
He's such a
Ty,
gentleman.
Ty, I'm sure, is looking the complete opposite direction. But
I am.
once we enter the room, Jeremy says, Liam, here's Ty. What do you need verbally from Ty to get this done?
Miss Ty, is it all right if I give these gentlemen your purchase order?
Yes, because I want to find my stuff.
Sure. Here you go, and it's a thick packet, so it's basically everything that all the instructions you've given him,
Mhm.
but also details about like kind of the techniques used to achieve it and what materials were used, that kind of thing. So it's very itemized in that way.
Okay. Mhm.
So he gives that to you.
Okay.
So it's like a
So
manila folder with. Or hold on. He would make a copy.
Yeah.
That'll take a good half hour or so.
Yeah. Well, 5 to 10 minutes. It's not like a book, but it is fairly detailed.
He's got to like pull all the perforated edges off both sides of the paper.
Well,
Like a little-
it's not in a notebook. It's like printer paper that he writes
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
I was thinking about the older printers that are like all the papers are attached.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Like the green and white.
Guys want, you can wait back at the bakery and I'll bring over the copy.
I'd like to like investigate a little
Okay.
bit.
All right,
Like,
roll.
put all these
this-
pieces together a bit and see what I can come
What do
up
you mean?
with. Like a man dies, a violent man dies, a violent death nearby, and
Mhm.
minutes later a doll
Mhm.
moves.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to see if I have any kind of knowledge of something like that.
Okay. So
So
are
see.
you using like one of your moves, or you just want to investigate a
In-
mystery? or-
Investigative mystery, I think.
Okay, roll it. Nice.
10.
Hey, please sub to me. Welcome.
10.
Hold
Welcome back,
2.
Fred.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold 1 for now and say, what sort of creature is this? Like enchanted doll, or like does it contain a spirit, or what I think, what AJ thinks is that the soul of the murderer like transferred to the doll, and then the doll is out and about. That's kind of what I'm guessing.
This is
Yes,
role
that's
play.
pretty
Please sub to me.
accurate.
Okay, so we have a possessed doll, and it has
That's all.
the soul of a murderer, probably.
Suspected murderer.
Suspected murderer, true. Alleged murderer.
For
Uh,
a couple hours, I'll be doing this like D&D type.
I guess I do
campaign
have
thing.
another one. I'll just use it now. Where did it go? Where would I think it would go?
It's like
Probably
a mystery.
to
Yeah,
this
kinda like
guy's
Chucky.
house.
I mean, that's
maybe
what I'm getting from it.
the person who's.
I'm learning this
suspected,
as we
probably
go.
Run back there first, maybe. But anyway, I just the question is, where did it go?
Where did it go?
Yeah.
You're sure that it killed that person that was also reported dead. That
Oh,
Officer Morales.
Morales. Okay. All right. I think I've got enough information for my investigation, but I'll wait to dish it out a little bit until other people have done things, and then I'll fill in when I feel like it's, we're not getting anywhere or something.
Okay. All right. So, Richard and Jeremy, do you leave as Ty suggests, or
Yeah, if Ty suggests it.
Yeah.
okay? Okay. So, Ty, you're alone with Liam as he's making the copies of your order for you.
Liam, do me a favor.
Yes.
Don't make a copy of the page talking about the sigil.
Sigil?
The symbol I had you carve into the doll.
Oh yes, the patterns. Sure.
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay. Is it like a tattoo type thing, or?
Sure, but it's personal and has meaning to me,
Oh.
and I don't want to have to explain that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He just kind of takes out a piece of paper from the copying stack. And so once that's done, he kind of hands it over to you.
Thank you.
Are you planning on recovering?
Yes. I told you it's important to me to have this doll.
Okay, and do you want me to finish the work on it after you recover it?
Maybe we could work something out, perhaps at a reduced price. And after you get locks for your cubbies.
They're, they don't even have doors. They're just like
Maybe you need
separate.
doors.
It sounds like you need to invest in your warehouse a little bit better.
I don't want to. I know this sounds silly, but
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
kinda
want to
confused too, but-
suffocate any of the guests in the
Look
workshop.
at my notes for today. Maybe that'll
In
clear
that-
some
in
stuff
that way?
up, and then also listen to
Do you think more of my dolls will be walking?
Maybe.
the keeper. As they
But there's
role-play
different
the
door
NPCs,
designs where you
which is Liam
could,
currently.
give them some breathing room.
I'm learning this too.
He
It's
just kind
actually-
of like rubs his head. Like,
You must really love your dolls to care about if they get air.
I do. I do.
Hmm.
I had a tremendous amount of time or pleasure working on your piece. It was quite a challenge. So I hope you're able to recover it, because I would love to finish it.
We'll
It's
see.
a doll. It's like a
And
Barbie
we'll
doll.
be in touch.
Okay.
Except it's bald. I
Good
forgot
luck.
to note that.
Have you seen dolls that walk before?
Actually, I have.
Oh, okay. So, how often does that happen?
Not often. It takes skill.
A skill? What do you mean? What kind of skill?
I think you know what I mean.
I truly do not. I don't want to see another one of my guests get up, walk
One
on
of
its
my
own and leave.
patients. One of his patients.
It's interesting that you call them guests. You're an interesting man. I'd love to pull your cards one day.
He gives you like just a truly confused look. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm a tarot reader. I'd love to know more about you,
Oh, okay.
but I will, with your consent, of course.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometime in the future then.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Take care.
Okay. Good luck. I'll see you soon.
Count on it.
Oh, okay. Mhm. I think his face is probably like beet red by now. He's just kind of like he doesn't know what's happening.
He probably wants to know how to make dolls animate like that. You can make a fortune. You can get little possessed dolls and send them home to kids.
I think he already knows how to do so.
Maybe with like electronics or something.
All right, so I guess I walk out the store and go over to the bakery.
Okay.
All right, and I give Jeremy the copies of my order.
Does he get the videotape too? Copy of that.
If you requested it, then he would have made a copy for you. It would have probably taken a little bit. So,
All right.
as him and Ty were having that conversation, he probably would have finished, and then he could have
Put it all in an envelope.
put it all together for you. So you
Oh.
got
It's about time, Ty. On my second cup of coffee here, and I was about to walk in. That purchase order. Let's have a look.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Right, yeah, this is pretty elaborate. I hope you don't have any plans to build a house soon. Ty, is there anything you would be able to tell us about this doll getting up and walking out? There's more to this than meets the eye, isn't there?
Well, not on my part, but I've heard of dolls, being animated and
You've
given
heard.
life.
You've
Hmm.
heard. You haven't.
Are you asking me, have I dabbled in such witchery?
That is a rhetorical question because I know you've done such things, Ty. What?
How would you know that?
I work for Aglafotis, Ty.
Actually, no, but I used to know someone who did.
I know several people who make moving dolls, but they all live in faraway places.
And it does require skill and a certain magical training.
In either case, I don't recall, or I'm not seeing any evidence in this purchase order of a request for the doll to animate itself, so to speak.
Exactly.
So, it has to be something paranormal. Are you able to tell us anything about, I don't know, possession, the spiritual? There is something paranormal about this doll, and you mentioned it was related to this murder that I'm looking at in the newspaper.
I think my doll has been hijacked so that it can carry out someone's request.
Well, the only link we have is this news article, and we have one living person from that night, from that scene.
Yes, Officer Thomas, I think his name is.
Thompson, Doctor.
Thompson.
Let's have a chat with Officer Thompson, and I'll hit up some of my contacts for info on what happened to Morales, or maybe if someone's seen this doll out on the street.
I agree, that's likely the best course of action. Maybe we could even prevent Officer Thompson's death in the process.
Even more important, maybe we can get my doll back and it's not dead.
Yes, and that as well.
I just don't want any scratches on it.
Well, I don't want your doll moving around murdering people when he should be dead on the street somewhere.
My doll is being framed.
I agree.
I'm sure insurance will cover it, Ty.
Yeah, it's got the RuPaul t-shirt on.
Yes.
Shall we find this Officer Thompson?
Do we know what police station he works at?
Has to be whoever responded to the incident. Does it say where the officers are and who they are in the article or anything? Like, does it say like Officer Morales of the Buffalo PD or something like that? Keeper.
Yeah, does it tell us like their precinct or jurisdiction?
I think you're
Sorry,
muted.
sorry, I was muted. Yeah, sure. It has that information in there for you if you want to go to the precinct.
I don't have any contacts with the police at all. They probably don't like me very much, and I stayed away from them. So it's gonna be up to some of you guys to deal with the police.
Right.
Yeah. So I know it's kind of early, but let's take a break now.
Okay.
All right.
And then so we'll be back 9:35. So or 35 past the hour. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Sounds good.
We got a
Okay.
20-minute break.
Great.
Okay. So I'm gonna put up a BR. What do you say buzz for? What's that for? Anyway, I will be back at 9:35. But I'll be around. It'll be a little bit quiet, I guess, while we're waiting for the time to pass. I don't know if I want to like play music. Probably not. No, that's not a good idea with all the DMCA crap going on. But I'll stick around if whoever's around wants to chat. That's cool. Amy, Amy's still here. I didn't know that. I'm surprised you stuck around, Amy. Thank you, appreciate it. Do you have any questions about like what's going on or what? What is what's going on either via this in the story or in general in this game? Let me know. What is the goal of the story? This is what you might call a paranormal murder mystery archetype for role-playing D&D in general. Every week, this game is called Monster of the Week, and it's pretty descriptive of like what the gist of the game is. But essentially, it's like an RPG where everyone has a character or role to play, and the keeper, dungeon master, DM, whatever you want to call them, is the one who devises the new scenario every week for the characters to investigate. And the characters are chosen in advance by the people who play them. There's a whole library of different sorts of characters to choose from, but essentially they're all working together towards a goal of unraveling a mystery involving the paranormal and taking actions along the way to get to the bottom of the mystery, eliminate the cause, or resolve the story to some extent. This is the 5th week of this type of game, but it's only like the third or fourth, because I think we skipped a couple weeks, maybe. I think it's the fifth week. Yeah, anyway. This week, what is coalescing in terms of the story is that one of the characters had commissioned a life-size doll for some purpose, and this person who commissioned the doll is Ty, as you can see on the screen, the bottom left are the characters. I play Jeremy Jones, who is his class, so to speak, is professional. He is kind of like a black agency, a Man in Black type character, a sleek private investigator, but employed by the government. That does come with some weaknesses, but I won't go into the details of that right now. But anyway, Ty, the Hex character, who is sort of like a voodoo magic user, supernatural attuned type person, commissioned a doll from this store called Doll's Hospital. The doll got up and walked out on its own, according to TV camera footage. And by the way, the setting for all of this is like early 1990s. So we're going by all the places and technology that existed in that time period. So anyway, the doll walks out of the store. According to the footage, the store owner is flabbergasted. We're all trying to find out why that happened and how it's linked to this murder in a newspaper that Taya provided that tells us about an officer death after gunning down a murderer. Are there different endings? No. Usually it's the same ending. We're just trying to piece together the in-between, so to speak. There is a different story every week, if that helps, but no, for this and for pretty much every scenario, there is one ending only. It's just a matter of what steps we take to get to that ending. There are like premeditated kind of points along the way that we have to connect the dots. So like, you know, the DM has to dream up characters along the way and this is like planning that they do. Like they dream up a character that is going to be instrumental to advancing the investigation. In this case, I'm sure the DM definitely planned out Liam, the shopkeeper, as well as Officer Thompson, the surviving officer of the police death that we've been made aware of. And there may be other characters, and some of them are made up on the fly as well, sometimes, but rarely. But I'm sure that, you know, these are like planted characters that are supposed to be there, and we're definitely going to encounter them. So the DM has to flesh them out to an extent to help the story along and to give us a new dot to connect. Anyway, that's an overview of the game and this week's scenario. I'm gonna be right back. Less than a minute. I'm gonna go heat up a slice pizza. No problem, Amy. How's your weekend going, by the way? You do anything fun? You got any plans for Halloween? If so, what is your costume? I hate sitting here in silence, I really do. Halloween is canceled. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're not supposed to go in. Well, you can still dress up, can't you? I'm dressing up to hand out candy. Oh. But sorry to hear that it's canceled where you live. Or, whatever situation is preventing Halloween. For me, as I said, I'm dressing up. I'm sorry if I'm talking with food in my mouth, but I am going to be dressing up as Anubis this year. I actually haven't dressed up at all in many years. This will be the first year in a long time that I've actually gone out of my way to wear a costume, and I'm kind of excited. I still need to try it on, and I only have like a few days left. So I've been kind of lazy about taking time out of my day to make sure the damn thing fits. Mm-hmm. This is a virus? Yeah, I can see that. So, alright, so then what did you dress up as last year? Or, what were you going to dress up as this year, if you could? Are you not in the US, by the way? I don't know of any place in the US where Halloween is, like, quote-unquote canceled. I do know that it probably should be based on, like, how bad infection rates have been spiking in, like, every state. Some guy was wearing Halloween makeup. Yeah, makeup's the one thing I can't do. Like, I'd love to have, and this is why I'm probably gonna need like a girl around to do makeup for me. But really, I just need to like put on some eyeliner for the Anubis costume. Oh, you are? Oh. Yeah, as I said, I don't know anywhere in the US where it's like canceled, but it's probably for the best. Either way, well, even if it's not canceled, there's probably going to be far less trick-or-treaters this year. But I bought the same amount of candy that I do every year. Just in case. Shoot, I have like a minute left to scarf down this sliced pizza. Mm-hmm. And it tastes the best when you're hungry. I'm from New York. Living in Arizona now.
What's up?
Is everyone else back?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here.
Just finishing up something I'm eating, but I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, so. All right, so you.
Oh, Virginia. Okay.
Still in the area of the doll hospital. Where do you want to go? Or what do you want to do?
I think we were going to go to talk to the
How
surviving
far is it to
officer.
the ocean? The beach. Sorry.
Okay.
Same thing, right?
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Yeah, we found out the precinct and everything, right?
I think that's what we were trying to figure out.
Well, no, it's so it was like given to us like in the newspaper, I think. So we know. Where to
Okay.
So you know, like where he works.
Yeah,
Okay.
just not when he works.
Right.
Looks like we're back, but we're kind of spinning
Okay,
up slowly.
so the plans to go to the precinct.
Yes, but I'm staying in the car. I don't want to deal with cops.
We should send Jeremy.
Jeremy and Rich are both.
There you go.
We'll jam out to some 98 degrees or something.
Does RuPaul sing?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, Jeremy's going in regardless, but whoever wants to follow can tag along.
All right. Let me pull. Yeah, this car is way too modern, but this is
Yeah.
it's the best I can do.
Just imagine it's an Impala. I think weren't they rocking Impalas back then or something? Maybe that was just my neighborhood.
I have no idea.
Or a Crown Vic.
Yep. So
All right. So Jeremy walks up to the front desk through the doors.
anyone else going with him? Richard?
Yeah, Richard is going along.
I'm in the car.
Me too. In my pockets, a bunch of bakery goods that I could stuff in there. Pull one out every once in a while. Wait for them to get done.
All right. Okay, so you walk into the precinct. It's fairly busy looking. There's like a receptionist looking person.
Who are you looking for?
Okay.
Is that right?
Oh no, sorry. What were you saying?
What's his name? Thompson?
Thompson, the living one.
Yes, Officer Thompson.
Oh, so Jeremy is bringing in the newspaper.
Okay.
So Richard will approach the receptionist and I say, "Hey, could you direct me to Officer Thompson's desk?"
Why?
I have some business with him, related to. You've seen it in the papers. Here, show him the paper.
Good afternoon, Jeremy Jones, Aglyphotis PLC. Jeremy flashes his badge. We have a lead we're following on an event that occurred with Officer Morales and Thompson and a suspected murderer. If it's all right with you, we'd like to speak to Officer Thompson to get some more information on this.
He's not in today. Well, his partner was just murdered, so he's not in today.
Do you know of a way we can contact him?
One second. He goes in like to make a phone call, like in the back. And then he comes back up and he gives you a phone number. So you two have Blackberries. Were there any other sort of cell phones back then? I imagine like the police would have.
They flip phones and stuff.
Yeah, but I imagine like they would have those kinds of things for work, right? Or no?
Maybe like a detective would have a BlackBerry or something.
Not like a
I don't think-
Blackberry necessarily, but like a work phone.
Flip phone, yeah.
They had the two-way. They had the chirp.
Hmm.
I forgot about that. They had the slide out keyboard one.
Uh,
I can't remember what it's called.
I feel like that's a few years away.
Well, probably.
Uh,
Pagers, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Or hey, everyone had house phones back then. Still.
I know. I'm just trying to think if, like, yes, you have information, but I don't think they would like maybe a work number, but not like a home number. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, even if you
Yeah.
presented ID and things, like you're not necessarily like I wouldn't like if I was a cop, I wouldn't give out another cop's
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
phone
like
number to randos off the street.
yeah.
So
You might just give a business card, which wouldn't help them at all.
So let's say that they have sort of work cell phone type things, and
Okay.
that's the number that you get.
Right?
So the receptionist person tells you this is his work phone. If you want to give him a call, I'm sure he'd. If you have what do you have? You have information you said on.
We're pursuing a lead related to the death of Officer Morales.
You know who killed Morales?
We don't. We're pursuing a lead. But if you would like information when we do come across it, I'll be happy to share that with you in exchange for his contact info. It's a good sign of goodwill.
All right. So this is Thompson's number. If you have any information on who killed Morales, you come back here. He like looks at you sternly.
I know how
He's like,
important things are like this to the boys in blue. You have my word, Mr.
Neil.
Okay, Neil. You have my word, Mr. Neil.
All right. I better see you back here, Jeremy Jones.
Why don't we just give him a call now?
He just kind of shrugs at you, like, up to you, whatever. I don't care. I think this kind of goes back to his like desk work.
Neil, do you have anybody in the drunk tank? I think I might know somebody in there. Mind if I take a peek?
You have a name?
We're looking for a lady, a tall lady, bald. She might be in a rough spot. Thought she might have ended up here.
No, we don't have any tall, bald ladies in holding.
And holding.
Yeah, we have a couple of bums.
I look at Jeremy and shrug my shoulders. Worth a shot.
Hey,
All's
by the
right.
way, Mr. Neil, you heard anything about anyone or seen anyone with a RuPaul t-shirt?
He just gives
Ruined
you like
your
a-
life.
What? No. What? A what t-shirt?
RuPaul? No?
No. Is that supposed to mean something to me?
I guess not. I'll keep in touch, Mr. Neal.
All right, I'll see you around.
Okay, Jeremy shuffles on outside, stands on the steps, and breaks out the BlackBerry. He punches in the digits for Officer Thompson that was given to him, and he hears ringing.
Okay, so you get an answer after a bit. Thompson.
Officer Thompson, this is Jeremy Jones. I'm with Aglafotis. We are investigating some strange events that may be related to the death of your partner. Would you be available to discuss?
You have some information about Morales' murder? Is that what you're saying?
We're looking into a lead. I'm hoping maybe you can help piece the puzzle together.
All right. Sure. I'm not allowed to. I'm on mandatory leave right now, so I'm not technically allowed to be doing any police work, but you can, I can. Why don't you come over and we can have a conversation? How's that sound?
Sounds good. How about 10, 20 minutes?
Why don't you make it 30?
30. Alright. Can I have your address?
Yeah, so he gives you his address.
Got it. Cool. Jeremy scribbles it in his handy-dandy notepad, tucks it in his shirt pocket, and motions to Richard. Appreciated, Mr. Thompson. We'll be over in a few.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Click.
Okay, so
I look at Jeremy and I say, "You're driving, right?" And then I take a sip out of my flask.
When the door opens, you hear Eiffel Towers, Eiffel 65's "I'm Blue" song playing.
Jeremy looks over at the street and notices onlookers giving him strange looks.
And I'm voguing.
oh, nice. Wait, to Blue? How are you voguing to Blue?
Don't limit my skills, Keeper.
All right.
It's totally possible.
Okay.
You can vogue to anything.
All right. Next weekend, I'm going to put on Blue by Eiffel 65. You're going to show me your Vogue skills.
Put on some gospel. Let's vogue to some gospel.
All right. Okay. So, what do you all do from there?
I guess we head over to the address, right?
Yeah, we've got 30 minutes to get there, Dr. Lewis. Are you full on breakfast food, or do you need to make another stop?
I'm good. I have extra in my pockets. Are you hungry? You didn't eat your muffin, I saw.
Yes, I was feeling charitable. I'm okay for now, Dr. Lewis. Thanks for offering.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any of your pocket pastry, thank you.
I'm imagining it's wrapped, pre-wrapped, but yeah, it's from a pocket, so.
But it's warm.
Yeah. All right, Burroughs, you're definitely not driving, but that means you can be all best of friends with the flask. Right, Jeremy cranks the engine and asks Tai, would you mind closing the door?
Sure.
Thanks, Tai.
You're welcome.
Turns down Eiffel 65 by 1 decibel, and we're off.
Okay. All right, so you get to the address. If everyone could roll me read a bad situation.
Okay.
Let's see, read a bad situation. So this is where roles come into play. People who are watching, Amy. Let's see, where is it? It is based on our stats. Where is it? Bad situation.
Yay, we're all walking
Am I-
oblivious
am I
to the
blind?
chat.
Here it is.
Okay. Dang. Nice. Holy crow.
Oh man, double six.
Yeah, you got a
Crit-tastic.
crit. Yeah. So let's see. All right, so everyone but Jeremy gets 1 question. Jeremy gets a hold 3. So
Nice.
let's start with the roll order. So the thing that you notice when you pull up is that the door's open.
Hmm.
Oh,
Is that common for October in Buffalo?
here. Sorry, I didn't pull you to the map.
Do you have screen doors, mosquitoes?
This is real summery looking. Well, no, the leaves are gone. No, are those budding? Maybe it's the spring. I don't know. Whoops. Whatever.
We can use our imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let's say the red house there on the right
Hmm.
is Officer Thompson's house, and the door is open.
The screen door? Or both?
Trying to think. The screen is typically right on the hinge. It's like very tight, so I guess it would be the indoor door.
Well, shall we?
Okay, so do you want to use your read a bad situation holds, or are you good?
Hmm. I think I'm gonna hold mine for now.
Okay. Richard?
I'm gonna go and ask, is there a danger we haven't noticed? Pulling up to this house. Footprints outside the windows? Has it been staked out? Is the door broken?
The 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 inside door is open, and the screen door looks, it's not fully closed, so it looks like something's happened to it. So like possibly it's been
Worst.
like broken, or like some kind of like something very strong or something is like pulled it off its hinge or something. Like it's not fully closed, which is very strange for the screen door or storm guard.
I turn to the group and I tell them, it looks like we weren't the first ones to get here.
Oh dear. I draw my sword. I'll take the back. So it doesn't get away from the back yard.
I'll follow the doctor.
Okay.
Richard, you and I will go to the front.
Right, I guess that makes sense. We have the guns. We take point.
We do.
You have the arm.
We have the fire.
Yes, we do.
And the sword.
All right, I'm going to ask this question now, since
Okay.
there's a sense of danger here. What is my best way in?
So, given that something's entered in through the front door, that's most likely your best way in. It's already like ajar, so you don't have to like kick in anything or break anything. It's like that you can definitely get into the house through there. And if there's an altercation going on, then it's probably near there as well, because if it's sort of a forced entry sort of situation,
Okay.
that's most likely the best way into the home.
All right. So Jeremy will be taking his assault rifle and finish screwing together.
Okay.
Richard finishes off his flask. Now, Jeremy, there is a cop in there. You might want to announce yourself before going in.
Good call, Richard.
On the other hand, there might be something else in there with him. And you might not want to give it any ideas. I don't know. This is why I dropped out of Aglafotis.
I've trained many, many times for situations like these. I think we'll be okay, Richard. Just follow my lead. All right, so they walk up the steps. Jeremy rings the doorbell. I'm assuming there was a doorbell.
Yes.
And
Meanwhile, me and Ty are running around back.
right. So he rings the doorbell and calls out, "Mr. Thompson, it's Jeremy Jones."
You don't get a response, and as you're listening, there's a commotion going on inside the home.
Okay. Richard, I'm hearing some shuffling Um, yeah, let's make this quick. So Jeremy swings the screen door open and makes his way inside to whatever living room
Okay.
is closest.
Yeah. So, kind of the first thing you see when you go inside is a set of stairs, and then to the right is like a family room type place. And if you can kind of see a kitchen and a further room in the back. So, the kind of in the back is where the commotion's going on.
Room in the back.
Yes. So it's not like you don't have line of sight, but like there's like a hallway type. So you can hear like it's like a struggle between.
Okay. So if we can tell it's a struggle, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Jeremy's gonna run to the source of the room.
Okay. So, assuming Richard is behind.
Follow along behind.
Okay.
Man, I saw zombies again.
As as you get to where the commotion's coming from, there is a like fairly well built Caucasian guy struggling with a 5'7" African American looking marionette type doll that has a RuPaul t-shirt on. Well, you assume it's a RuPaul t-shirt. I don't think you can quite see from like the struggle, but the doll is stabbing presumably Officer Thompson with a knife. And he's just like, trying to get it off of him. He was clearly taken by surprise.
Okay. Jeremy says to Richard, take my assault rifle. And Jeremy goes to disarm attacker.
Roll, kick some ass.
Kicking some ass is a young man's game.
9.
Should have had a 14 there. That would have.
I know, right?
Let's see. Okay, so you exchange harm. So you're trying to disarm it from the knife?
Yeah, disarm or restrain so that it can't do more damage.
Okay. So the knife does 2 damage to you.
Ouch.
So I guess
The question is where.
so. Let's say you did disarm it, but you disarmed it because it's like the knife is sticking out of your arm right now.
Okay.
So it no longer has a knife, but you take 2.
Okay, so yeah, armor would not count because I don't wear armor on the arms. Okay.
Are me and Ty inside yet?
Well, you were outside, right? Or were you trying to get
no,
in?
we're coming in through the back way, basically.
Oh, you're going in. The back door is locked, so you can
Alright.
try and get in.
Okay.
Roll act under pressure.
You want to do this, Ty, or you want
I
me to do it?
can.
Okay.
Let me find it again. There we go.
Seven. Okay, so how would you say you were trying to get in? Were you trying to like?
Hmm.
So the door is locked. What was your plan to get in there?
Pick the lock.
Pick the lock. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's say that you successfully picked the lock to get the door open, but you kind of scratched yourself as you were doing it, and like it's kind of taking concentration away from you for. So the next thing that you do, I would say you have a -1. Does that
Okay.
sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Like, let's say it was like one of those like doors with like a window, so you punched through the window to open the lock, but you have like a slight cut on your arm,
Okay.
that kind of thing. Okay. All right, Richard, what do you do?
Could you describe the room we're in?
It's a living room. There's a couch, one of those big CRT TVs, because that's what they had like in 1999.
Projection.
Uh,
Uh,
is some furniture, like what's the coffee table? Lamps.
that's what I want. I want to break lamps over its head while Jeremy's doing it. I gotta subdue this guy.
Okay, so you're going to.
I'm going to try to protect Officer Thompson
Okay.
by beating this monster across the back and shoulders, WCW style, with objects in the room.
Okay. All right, so. But I guess kick some ass.
Yeah. Sounds like it to me.
No longer has a knife. But let's so let's say you hit it over the head with a lamp, and as you do that, it kind of swipes at you and you drop your gun. Do you still have your gun? How does that work?
Well, I guess I dropped my gun. As
Yeah.
I hit it with a lamp, it backhands me and my gun flies out of my holster across
Yeah.
the room.
Let's say that happens. All right.
Could I maybe like use my juju bag to do like a cast a spell on it, like use magic?
Sure. What you doing?
I'm going to try to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or a place it inhabits
Ah.
Mm.
using the use magic thing. pass. If I fail, I still level up, so I'm still happy either way. Okay.
It
So I
works.
grab my juju bag and say, "Hey, quest dimitis," and just like try to make the spirit leave the container.
Right. What is the glitch?
Oh, the glitch. Oh yeah, I forget about this. Oh, so I have to pick one of these two. So it says, oh, 7. It worked perfectly. And your glitch. I'm gonna say, it has a problematic side effect.
Problematic side effect. Um. Okay, to me that sounds like the spirit will try to take over you.
That's what I was
Oh.
actually thinking. There you
So,
go. So yeah, I get it out of your doll tie, but no, I'm the
Yay!
murderous killer. And
okay,
but luckily, I'm a feeble old man. But unfortunately, I do have a sword, so
Okay.
this might go badly.
all right. So, the doll drops, like it's no longer animated. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Mhm.
And but now, what would a possessed Dr. Lewis do?
I imagine I'm thinking cinematically. Okay, I'd writhe in pain, like something's taking over me,
Yep.
and then I'd take a cough and look around and just pretend everything's all right.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Does
you
it
see,
look like I finished off the Mr. Thompson, Officer Thompson?
Officer Thompson is fairly badly hurt. He clearly needs help. Otherwise, he'll
He'll die.
he'll die. But he's like breathing very haggardly.
Okay.
Like he sounds like, if he doesn't acquire attention soon, then
Yeah.
he'll most likely die.
Okay. Richard, still have my assault rifle. Cover the doll. And then I'm going to attempt first aid.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how this works on non-player characters, but I feel like it's appropriate for the plot.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can either stabilize the injury or heal 2 harm.
Stabilize.
Okay. All right, so he is a little bit patched up. He seems to be breathing a little bit better. He doesn't seem like he's going to die in the immediate, but he still needs to get to a hospital. All right. Anyone else?
Trying to think what I want to do.
So you saw Dr. Lewis casting a spell, and then he looked a little weird after casting the spell, but he seems okay now. Like he was in pain after.
Okay. Let's see. Doctor, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. And I
You
reach in my
sure?
pocket and pull out a bunch of food, and we look at it curiously, like, what the hell? I don't know. What would the killer do at this point? I don't think I could do that.
Ty, is this your doll?
Yes.
I think the killer would try to leave.
Mm.
Really? I think they would want to finish the job.
Yeah. Or they'll wait till later to kill him.
Yeah, that's what. Is he a smart killer?
Yeah.
Smart killer would probably come and get him later when he can.
Yeah.
I-
So my thinking is that this killer found a new body and wants to try and bide its time.
Hmm. Sounds about right.
So if you're all focused on like the doll and the Officer Thompson, I think they would try and. Well, I mean, no. Let's say like you're doing the first aid, things look a little bit better, and you're looking at the doll, and you feel like there's like okay. Let's say the killer feels like there's an opportunity, and he does go to attack.
Okay.
So.
So
Yeah.
I need to roll a sword attack.
Well, he's not fighting back,
Oh, okay.
so it would just be harm as, however much damage your
Two
sword
harm.
does. But so I feel like no offense, Dr. Lewis, but I don't think you're very fast.
I think I can intervene and stop him.
Okay.
I'm not fast and I'm not strong.
Is it noticeable? Like, okay, so Jeremy has no attunement to like spiritual stuff, but like, are there any like physical indicators Dr. Lewis is definitely affected somehow that he might be a threat?
I don't think there's any like physical indicators that Dr. Lewis is possessed right now. But any one of the three of you has enough time to like react before he
Got it.
actually stabs this person because he is a 70-year-old man.
All right.
And you are all next to him.
Okay, so I would
Okay.
like to act then.
Okay.
So because the doll somehow mysteriously just went lifeless, and
Well, you did see him casting a spell to do
I
that.
did. Okay. So I saw Richard casting a spell that resulted in the doll becoming lifeless.
Well, Walter, yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Lewis was casting a spell, and then the doll dropped, and then he kind of writhed in pain a little bit,
Okay.
and then was okay.
Well, then I'm going to use one of my read a bad situation holds to ask if there are any dangers we haven't noticed.
Yes, Dr. Lewis is.
I have a murderous glint in my eye.
Yeah, he has a murderous glint in his eye, and he's about to stab.
Okay.
Like because he uses his sword as a cane sometimes, and he's closer to Thompson, and you can tell he's gonna stab him.
Okay. So knowing that, can I ask another question since I have one more hold?
Okay.
What's the best way to protect the victims?
So both of them, I assume you mean Officer Thompson.
That's just the question. I mean, it could be victim. I don't know.
No. So he's trying to stab him. So physically stopping that would protect Officer Thompson, and then for Dr. Lewis, you need to do whatever it is that he did to unpossess the doll
Hmm.
So, like exorcism or
Sounds like big magic.
something like that.
You maybe Ty could use my my juju bag. Try to banish it for me. Hopefully, she rolls better than me.
Okay, I could.
Would Ty be like some kind of magic for like spirits or anything? Like
Yeah.
that
I
kind of
thought
thing?
I did. Let's see. Let me go down to my roots.
But so as Dr. Lewis is like trying to stab Officer Thompson, what do
Jeremy's going to try to protect Thompson by
Okay.
restraining Dr. Lewis somehow.
Same.
Keeper.
Yeah.
I think my black salt might be able to do it.
Okay, let me look at that.
So in my head right now, I imagine I have my sword out and I go lunge at Thompson.
Yeah.
And Jeremy and Richard like grab me from by the arms and like pin me down on the table, or what is a coffee table nearby.
Yeah, there's a coffee table.
And burn lamp shards all on the ground.
Okay. So would this be okay, so Jeremy and Richard, if you could roll protect someone.
Must protect. Oh,
Oof. Make sure you mark experience.
drinking on the job. I fumbled.
Did you does he get a +1 for acting on knowledge that I got from reading a bad situation?
I think
Or things happening too fast is really
I'm thinking the read a bad situation, I don't know if that applies to other hunters or if it's just for yourself if you're acting on your own knowledge. Yeah.
okay.
But he did ask a question earlier about the door. So I don't know if that could that apply here?
Is your call that would put him up to a 7.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, you did know. Well,
It's
let's protect.
drunk. I can't stop an old man.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
Maybe the alcohol cancels it out.
I was watching the doll anyway.
I think if it were sooner, then it would count. You do get the +1 because you reused some of your holds and like specifically for Dr. Lewis, whereas when Richard used his hold, it was about entering the home and knowing that the puppet was there. So yeah, so I think in this case probably the hold doesn't. So let's say you go to like try and grab his hand and you fully grab the sword instead. So that's what happened to Richard. So he has a cut on his hand from like he went to go grab Dr. Walter's hand and instead something slipped or something and like so he grabbed the sword instead. How much damage does your sword do, Dr. Lewis?
2 harm.
too.
But I imagine that's if I'm swinging it at something, you know.
Yeah,
If he just reaches and grabs it, it might
yeah.
maybe do
So
less.
yeah, so I would say probably 1 harm for that. And then Jeremy rolled an 11.
I'm glad it's not one of those. I'm glad he's a weak old man in my possession. It's not like one of those moments where I just hop up. I can do parkour and like flip over everyone.
That should give us a +1 alone.
Okay, so
Of all the bodies to take over, he took over the worst one.
you managed to restrain Dr. Lewis, but like his murderous intent is solely focused on you now, Jeremy.
Okay. All right.
Or actually, no, you choose. You choose on a 10 plus.
The same ones you did. I don't want to
Okay.
do damage to Dr. Lewis. I just want to hold him back and prevent him from.
Yeah. All right, you're holding them back. Okay, so you prevented harm going to Officer Thompson, and you're restraining Dr. Lewis at this time. And Jeremy, you saw the murderous glint in his eye. So Ty, I think you're right. Your black salt thing can work
Yeah.
here. So
Okay. I will roll, and I have to do a -1.
yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, nice.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, you still had that read a bad situation. You didn't use your question, so you could have. But anyway, you're fine.
Yes.
What do you do with the black salt that banishes the spirit? Do you like smear some on his forehead or something?
I can throw it at him, so it'll cover him.
In the eyes. Cut my
Just-
hand.
Just at him, as long as it makes
Just make
as
sure
long
some
as it
of it
makes
gets in.
physical contact on him.
Just make sure some of it gets in Richard's wounds.
Going everywhere.
Just so.
Okay.
Dip one of the
All
Twinkies
right.
in
So I think you
Chuck it.
kind of see that writhing and pain thing again
Mhm.
as the spirit leaves Dr. Lewis's body and is gone. Like it's just kind of like you hear that kind of like, I don't know, ghost
Mhm.
noises that you like see on TV where it's like, oh. It's just like
How
a
does-
dissipating of,
How does it go, Larry? How does it go, Keeper?
you know what, like
it.
like it's just like a release of air, and it's you know, you are certain that you've banished this murderous spirit from Dr. Lewis's body. Okay, and your doll is here, kind of bloodied, pretty bloodied actually, and I would imagine the RuPaul T-shirt is just ruined.
Yes, and I'm very distraught about it.
And but luckily, like, no real damage to the top of his head where Richard smashed a lamp onto it. So
Thanks, Richard.
Unhand me. I'm no longer
You got-
possessed.
A lot of explaining to do, Ty.
I'd rather not.
You can let go now.
Dr. Lewis, you're leaning on me. I'm not your cane. Someone get
Where's
this man
my
his sword back. Richard?
I let Walt go and I wipe my bloody palm on his shirt sleeve.
So when I'm possessed, Keeper, what exactly is it like? Is it like sharing my body with someone and not having any control over myself, or do I not even know what's going on at all during that time? Like
I
I
think
black out.
I think it's like that nightmare situation where you're like looking and you can
Mm, like body paralysis.
body paralysis, but like things are happening and you just like felt this like murderous
Yeah,
intent that was not a part of you.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I sit up and I look kind of embarrassed and I say, I'm sorry. It didn't work out quite the way I expected.
Is that you in there, Walt? Tell me
Yes.
something. No.
You're a horrible bowler. I could beat you on my worst day.
Oh, I think I could go for a muffin.
Here you go. And I reach in. There's a smashed muffin like in my left coat pocket.
Appreciated.
So, which one of you is gonna call an ambulance for Officer Thompson?
I'll make the call.
And
I'll load the doll into the van.
Thank you.
which one of you is gonna tell me what just happened here?
I mean, what can we really say? We didn't do it.
Hmm.
So I think
It-
Officer Thompson is fairly cohesive now. And
Oh,
it's just like not like he's
He's no longer in shock.
he's like not like he had some first aid, so he's kind of like awake and just kind of looking around but not really talking, and is trying to take in what's going on right now because he was just attacked by a life-size marionette, and now there are 4 strangers in his home, and he's not feeling good, obviously, with his wounds. So he's just kind of like almost dazed, but like still alert, looking around.
I say, if you tell anyone what happened here exactly the way it happened, they're going to think you're loony and not allow you to return to work. I recommend you say someone rushed you and attacked, but got away, and make a vague description of someone who will never fit a bill. That's my suggestion as I carry a large doll out of his house.
Thompson, Jeremy Jones. Ignore that man. He's just been possessed. We spoke on the phone. I hope you're doing okay. Can I get you something to drink? Richard's got some spirits.
Yes.
No more spirits for me today. And I drank liquor too. And I helped.
Oh, cancel that. We're out of spirits.
Just grab one beer out of his refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd appreciate a drink.
All right, Jeremy limps over a little bit to the fridge and with one arm gets the
Do
beer.
you take the knife out of your arm?
That's a good question. How big is the knife?
4 points.
Yeah, there might be some. I don't know. It depends where it. I'm gonna bleed more.
I think it. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't.
I can try and heal him.
That would be a split-second decision, I think, probably. For now, like Jeremy's not in too much pain as the adrenaline, but
Right.
he goes to grab beer and comes back. He does wince a little bit as he hands the beer to Thompson. Thompson, if you're feeling up to it, let's talk
All right.
before the ambulance comes by.
All right. What's the story? I was rushed by an assailant?
It's a living doll.
Well, I'm not telling anyone that. And he's just kind of like shaking his head, like he's still not believing that that's what happened. It's like, what? Okay, tell me what actually happened, and then we'll figure out.
It was a 7-foot tall redheaded guy with glasses.
Let's assume the same thing that happened to Officer Morales. What? Why do you think, or do you have any reason to believe that someone would come after you and your partner?
Or cops who there's a million reasons. Who knows? I can't. There's not, one person that sticks out to me.
How about
I've made hundreds of arrests. I don't know.
how about Stan Holloway?
It's the guy we had a shootout with on Friday. He's dead.
Not before doing damage of his own. What do you know about what he was up to before that night?
Oh, he was one of the detectives, was putting together a case against him. So I can't remember what exactly, but he was suspected of some murders, and so we were basically on a stakeout. He made us, and then we chased him down. He started shooting at us. We shot back. He died. I don't.
Thompson, we have reason to believe that Mr. Holloway is not completely dead.
He's dead. Like, we bagged him ourselves. Well, not literally, but he's dead.
What do you think, Richard? Okay, Mr. Thompson, do you have any information or any databases we can look up regarding Mr. Holloway?
I mean, not personally, no.
I promised Mr. Neal, your receptionist, that we would get to the bottom of what happened to your partner. So it's in your best interest to help as much as you can, because we're, as you saw, we're trying to protect you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but like I don't. Stan Holloway is dead. We shot him. He is dead. I don't. Can you explain why there was a puppet thing? What?
Now, Mr. Thompson, you've just been through a very traumatizing experience. Sometimes things get confused in your heads. We're gonna take you to the hospital, and we're gonna follow up on. We think this attack was related to the death of your partner, maybe in retaliation for the Holloway incident. So you just focus on healing up, and we'll take things from here. Let's go, guys.
We didn't even burn anything. I'm proud
there's
of us.
still time.
Speaking of burning, Walt, where did that ghost go? Is it in a GI Joe hiding somewhere in this guy's house? Are we gonna have to kick this boy's Voltron?
I think Tide did a superb job exercising the spirit. I think it's moved on to its next plane.
Next
Wow.
plane or next victim?
I'm hoping it returned back to whoever summoned it.
I'm
I
wondering why it
believe it
inhabited
was.
the doll in the first place.
That's a good question, Jeremy.
Repeat
How
that.
would a spirit get into a doll in the first place?
Magic. Next question.
Magic, huh?
Just any doll? Why your doll, Ty?
I don't
And what's
know
up with
why
that
my
T-shirt?
I can't like RuPaul.
What is being concealed here?
Getting your own team.
Oh,
Can I help out? Ty?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Yeah.
It says you help another hunter or cool grants them the +1 to their roll. So yeah, she has a +1 to whatever roll she needs, I guess.
okay.
Obviously,
Well,
there's quite a lot of possessed dolls all throughout culture and time and history.
yeah.
And how many of them do you own, Walt?
I'm currently out of stock on one now. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take your doll.
Thank you, because I really need it.
So, from what Walt gathered and what Ty knows is that, or from if you've been reading like the Book of the Dead type things, it's just this spirit had like a very huge grudge and like not satisfied with how their life ended, and took possession or possessed a thing that was nearby when it died, which happened to be, out of all the dolls in the workshop, obviously a life-size doll is
Mm-hmm.
the most convenient for it anyway. So from what Dr. Walter gathered earlier, and if he can share, is that it was kind of a soul that didn't move on, had a grudge, and decided to possess a doll.
The nearest vessel it could that was
The
suitable.
nearest vessel that it could that was exactly.
So not a person, but a doll?
Yeah, it was the nearest.
It's easier to deal with a doll than to have to possess a living being and have to compete with their soul. So an empty vessel would be an ideal choice.
I cover the doll with my rain jacket.
How can we be assured that the doll won't become possessed again? We've seen the damage it can do.
I can throw some black salt on it. It can't come back if I do that.
Do your thing, Ty. Make me confident in your ability.
Thank you.
Just fill it up with salt.
Actually, I put a compartment in it so I can actually place black salt inside of it.
Mm.
Keeper, do you want me to roll for that, or I can just do it?
You can just do that, yeah.
All right, it's done.
All right. So this is possession proof now.
Yes.
So you need to get it cleaned up, maybe a new RuPaul t-shirt.
Yes, unfortunately. That was my favorite one.
Mhm.
Come back to the hospital with you.
Okay. All right. So anything else to wrap up that any questions unanswered, that kind of thing?
Yeah. I have a question.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I still have my read a bad situation, don't I?
Sure.
Hold on.
Oh, and to answer your question earlier, Jeremy, what is being concealed here? Uh, It's not that Ty did anything specific to have her doll become possessed by ghosts or anything like that, but obviously there is something special about this doll that she is keeping her information close to the vest for sure.
Okay,
So-
I guess that's what what Jeremy was trying to pull out.
Yeah. So it's special to her
Mm-hmm.
more than just a doll, but
Well, so Jeremy is starting with this event to see the doll and potentially Ty as a liability.
oh,
Oh.
okay.
I'm like a fully established liability.
Yeah,
I don't
we can plan.
I
for
don't
your,
mind it.
Yeah, we have contingencies in plan for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? And Ty, you wanted to ask me a question?
Yes. Are there any dangers? No. I think that is the right one I want to ask. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
No, I don't think so. You know, there's an ambulance on the way for Officer Thompson. He'll probably pull through if, you know, he gets the right attention. He 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 fully saw a marionette attack him, so he's not like, oh, you're seeing, no, like he remembers. But and then you did banish the spirit that was possessing the doll. So other than that, not really.
Okay.
Um,
There's a little kid across the street looking out the window at us the whole time.
yeah, they saw you like drag a bloodied body into a van.
Mind your business, kid.
But no, I wouldn't say that there's any dangers that you haven't noticed. So
All right.
Okay, I'm curious where that spirit went.
Yeah, me too.
To hell, most likely.
yeah, to hell most likely.
Oh, really? There isn't any other dolls nearby I can just jump into?
Well,
Even a
if,
kid's doll?
Not mine.
yeah,
Not if you use
So-
quality black salt.
yeah. So
Mhm.
if Dr. Walter could have done it, if he hadn't picked that, something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it just kind of
So we're assuming that when Ty did it, he did it correctly, and the spirit.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Based on my ingredients in the black salt as well.
Yeah, so she was
'Cause I
able
have-
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good. Yeah.
I got that low grade juju bag.
Yeah. I had necromancer ashes in my salt.
Maybe like mispronounced one word or something.
Yeah. And my nervous tick kicked in when I said the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
I turn on "Living the Vida Loca" as we drive away.
Okay.
A few days to a week later, Mr. Neal will expect to receive an official letter from Aglafotis with some
Okay.
useful information about what happened, but mostly cover up.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay. So you can tell me later if you want what that cover up is. I mean, I feel like you probably would have worked on one with Officer Thompson a little, because he also needs to sell whatever story that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Officer Thompson will probably, when he recovers, if he's open to the
Maybe
full
he
truth.
gets the best care from Aglafotis's hospital or something, or a hospital that's fully funded by
They're on
Aglafotis.
staff therapists.
Yeah, there are strings to be
Rip.
pulled, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. So then you also
So how did the marionette make you feel? Hopeless? Terrified? Anyway,
okay. Anything else?
They helped me bring it back to my apartment.
Okay. So you're bringing the doll back to your apartment?
Yeah, I don't trust that guy with my doll. I'll do the rest of the work myself.
What's wrong with Liam?
I
They
don't
seem nice.
trust him, and he's not reliable.
he did say something about loving your doll or something.
Yeah, he probably got a crush on my doll. I don't have time.
And his life
He's-
lights, though.
He said he'd love to finish the job because he had fun working on it, on your
Yeah.
piece. It was intricate.
I said I'd think about it.
Okay.
So, right,
I thought
for
about
right
it.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, for right now, that doll's coming with me.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Richard, any last sort of thoughts or comments or questions?
Well, if we lose the next game, this is why. We had a big game coming up Saturday, and now I got all these stitches in my hand.
I did offer to heal you.
You know, maybe if you bowled with your left hand, you'd bowl better than you did with your right.
Yeah, maybe
Try
we can
it.
arrange some ship inserted bowling ball from Aglafotis. Who knows?
A left-handed.
A tactical acquisition bowling ball.
Strategic synergy project.
Maybe a poltergeist in this bowling ball for me.
Yeah, there you go, Tyax. How you can help. Summon,
Yeah, I could do
summon
that.
the spirit of a professional bowler.
Oh my goodness. Big magic.
Or just have the doll bowl in your place.
No, my doll is not for hire. It's busy.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Did we already answer the 4 questions that we
Oh
gotta do
shit,
every
we
game?
didn't do that. No.
Oh,
thank you
goodness.
Thank you for reminding me. Let's
You're welcome.
see. Oh, I just listened to that thing you sent. It's really creepy.
It's the ghost noise.
Yep, it is. Super creepy. All right. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes, we saved 2 people.
Okay. Wait, who's the second?
The doctor.
Oh
True.
yeah. Yeah.
The person we endangered.
The person who endangered himself.
Oh, yeah.
We saved one person twice.
There you go.
True. All right. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just gonna say yes.
The Child's Play movie can happen.
Yeah.
This made me think of Puppet Master more.
We need to investigate that Stephen Holloway.
Just realized I
and see
never
if he
took the
did a
BRB
voodoo
thing
ritual
off. Sorry
or
about that.
something.
See, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
No,
We tried, but
Learned that-
Ty's not telling.
Yeah.
I am a
Ty's
lady
hiding
of
something.
mystery.
That's the important.
I'm sorry, what?
Uh,
What'd you say, Jeremy?
That Ty is hiding something.
Okay.
To be fair, Jeremy, if you want to know my secrets, just take me out on a date.
Something tells me it's not that easy, but
It's not.
Okay, so that is 2 points of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone get enough for an improvement?
I did.
You
I
did.
Yay.
Yay.
Maybe we can use some necromancy to heal your hand before the bowling game, though, Spiffy.
Oh, great.
Nothing bad will happen. So 2 XP. Yep, I get to level and then have 1 XP.
Sweet. You all were
Yeah.
rolling good, so like unfortunately that means you don't get as much experience.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
But
that might give me a flamethrower.
okay, just let me know. Yeah.
It's
Any-
3 harm, close, fire, heavy, and volatile.
Well, Jeremy has one, doesn't he?
Oh,
oh what?
ew.
A flamethrower?
Not standard issue. No, assault rifle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had a flamethrower.
I had a blowtorch last week,
Oh, a blowtorch.
which was, I mean, that was like requisition.
Okay. Because you set that witch's house on fire. Or necromancer, whatever.
Wait. Yeah, how did that? That wasn't me. That was like a magic fire that did that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
I-
Ty. So,
I thought,
I've done so many things.
yeah, but
Well-
I thought you also had a flame. Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
we can look.
But,
We can look it up.
Yeah, I do remember one though.
but yeah. So congratulations on AJ for improvement.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
So next Sunday, is everyone available?
Yep.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. See y'all
November
then.
1st.
See ya.
Bye. What'd
Cool,
you say?
bye.
Said
Becky?
November 1st.
November
See you
1st.
then.
Yes.
Be there if you dare.
Yeah, if you're still alive. The ghoulies don't get you.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to restart the stream. By the way, we're going to get back into where's my close out of that. Oh wait, let me just put down some notes really quick. Actually, that's roughly it. Precinct. And then, yeah. Hey, thanks, Andrea. Welcome. I'm going to be starting Animal Crossing in just a second here. Bear with me. Alright. Alright, I have to end the stream and restart it in order to get the